let's talk turkey on this one. This is updated Lancer Devotion, which is a deck that we have not played in quite some time, but that I was a big fan of back when we did play it. It had some okay, it had an okay run in our first iteration way back, like I think that was like 10 months ago. And then I think we tried to update it for original Omen Paths and did okay. Wasn't great, but now we got a couple new tools and I want to revisit it again. So if you're not familiar, this is what we call Lancer Devotion, which is a Yorion mono white devotion shell. And the whole premise is we're kind of based around Thalia's Lancer. So this is a 5-mana 4/4 with first strike. When it enters, you may search your library for a legendary card, reveal it, put in your hand, and then shuffle. So we kind of have this whole wish board in the main deck for Thalia's Lancers to find. And most of them are going to be like our game enders, like our top end. There's some utility in there. But mainly it's just a big beefy blocker and attacker that can get us a game ending threat off the back of it. But we're going to sort of work our way up to that. And I want to talk about sort of our cards curve by curve. 1 drops, 2 drops, 3 drops here. So starting off, you'll notice we are playing a variety of 1 drops. And we have this Ranger Captain of Eos package. So Ranger Captain's 3-mana 3/3. You get to search for a creature with mana value 1 or less, and then you can sack Ranger Captain so opponents can't cast non-creatures, blah, blah, blah. So since we're kind of like a Yorion Blink Shell, we are playing Guide of Souls with the Ocelot Pride package in here. But on top of that, we're also able to tutor up a Giant Killer, a Giver of Runes, a Thraben Inspector, and we're splashing a very little bit of green for Haywire Might. These are just really good tools to have access to off a Ranger Captain, and, you know, if we happen to not need them that game, then, okay, we just keep tutoring up Guide of Souls that whole time. On top of that, a lot of our removal is based in our 1-drop slot. We're playing 4 Seam Rip here, just because we do want some permanents to help us power up our Nykthos and increase our devotion, so we can get some of our other threats out a little bit quicker. But then we also just want some general catch-all utilities, so we're playing 3 Erode and 3 Fragments. Moving into the 2 drops, we talked about Ocelot Pride. We are playing Charming Prince. We used to have a lot more of these in the previous builds, but I cut them to make room for Professor of Symbology. But Charming Prince, same thing, helps us blink stuff. We can set up Yorion loops to mass blink our board every turn cycle, and I think it's pretty good as a 1-of. But Professor of Symbology leads us into some of the new cards that we added to this shell since the first version that we haven't had a chance to play on stream. Mainly lessons, and the most important one being Restoration Seminar. So this is a 7-mana sorcery lesson. Return target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield with Paradigm, meaning after it resolves, we get to cast it once every turn for ad nauseum. Besides that, we're also playing Reduce to Memory and Enter the Avatar State. This sideboard will probably change as the games go on, but we could maybe splash some green cards in here if we'd like to. But I think Restoration Seminar is going to be another strong, grindy tool for us. Obviously, Symbology can also just learn where you discard a card to draw a card. So even in the late game, it's still pretty good. But I think having access to just a few lessons, mainly Seminar, especially if we could power that up with a Nykthos and get it out, you know, turn 5 or 6, will give us some incredible value and basically make a lot of our stuff unkillable as it returns to the field each turn. On top of that, we got Gallant Citizen, which I think we played in the last one, but another new upgrade is the Mind Stone. So Legendary Artifact Infinity Stone, indestructible, taps for a white. Legendary means that we can fetch it off of our Thalia's Lancers if we need to. But mainly, 6 mana, tap it. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 other target non-land permanent you control, then return it to the battlefield. So this loops with Yorion. This, you know, gets us cards off Gallant Citizen, life with Guide of Souls, removal with Skyclave Apparition, tutor with Ranger, reanimation with Sun Titan stuff up here. So there's a lot we can do with this. It's kind of like I don't know what you would, kind of comparable to like an Emiria effect, but doesn't play out of the graveyard. That's sort of what Restoration Seminar does. But I think a mana rock that we can just dump mana into and just start getting like this engine going is going to be really strong. We talked about Ranger Captain. Skyclave's in here just as general removal. Obviously, both of these add 2 pips for devotion. And then up towards the top end, we kind of just see a big smothering of our legendary tutors here. So we're playing Teo, Aegis Adept. I don't know if I'm the only person to ever play this, but I think it's great. It's a 4 mana, 4 loyalty. You can plus it to make something have its power equal to its toughness, and then it can attack as though it didn't have defender. -2, you conjure a light shield on the field, and then -6 is basically an Emiria effect. Beginning of your end step, return target white creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You gain life equal to its toughness. So to make a blocker that taxes your opponent, can, you know, pump up random things here or there, like make our Might into a 2/2 or an Inspector into a 2/2, or, you know, that kind of stuff. Not really important. But it's actually not too hard to get into that -6. It only takes like 3 turns. And he is a pretty good roadblock in the way of a lot of decks. We're playing single 1-rain just because it's great. We're playing both Elish Norns, the ETB doubler, and Big Mama Elish Norn to help clear the board, pump our team. A single Anti-Venom, which returns something for the graveyard to the battlefield, and then you can't take damage. And then a couple Sun Titans. And if we happen to get there, we have an Emrakul that we can cast off of our Nykthos, or just 15 lands. And that's where we're at. I think this will be interesting. Sideboard-wise, like I said, this will probably change. Lorna the Third Pat's in here because we can tutor it off Lancer. We're playing a split between Priest and Magistrate just because, you know, Priest is good against Reanimator, blah, blah, blah. Magistrate's good against Storm, but we also have Deafening Silence for that. Enter the Avatar State is just some good protection, but also just First Strike, Flying, and Lifelink, which can help end games pretty quick. And then obviously we got Reduced to Memory, Rest in Peace, blah, blah, blah. So we'll probably switch this up as we go, but this is what we're starting with. You'll notice mana base is pretty straightforward. We have a very light splash of green here, plus an Urban Retreat, which is just a little piece of utility that lets us bounce stuff back to our hand. Vista helps us find a forest. We really only need it for Haywire Might at this time, but I just wanted to make sure I had enough in case we had stuff in the future. But then I am playing a lot of stuff here. So Air Temple, Castle Ardenvale, Aganjo, and Minas Tirith. Both of these being things we can also tutor for with Thalia's Lancers. Also, notable, you can tutor for Nykthos off Lancer, which is a very important line that we'll hopefully get to use quite often. But that's the deck. Let's try it out. But, like, come on. It wasn't even that, like, it wasn't anything crazy in terms of job, but it would have been better than what I'm doing now. Crazy. Crazy. Do we even, chat, I didn't even look at spoilers today. What's going on in the world of spoilers? Anything fun? Play our Urban Retreat tapped. Might have not wanted to keep this one. 2 lands is a little tough. We have a Professor to help us try and get through. Oh, we found our land anyways, chat. It's okay. I'm going to drop this Gallant Citizen. Emmy, baby. Might just see a Fraud here, which is nice for us. We're going to try and fragment it. Maybe spin him into a Tameo. I hope he just wastes a Force here. Okay, he doesn't. He gets spun into a Tameo. I think I'm just gonna discard Emmy here. So if yeah, okay. Okay, that's good. I wanted to find that land. What were we looking at? Spoilers. I don't even know. Worms. There's worms, chat. Gonna eat this. I think we're just gonna play Ranger Captain here. Actually, we'll probably swing first. See what opponent does. He's just gonna push that. Okay. he gonna crack a clue? Or is he gonna eat our citizen? He's gonna edict us. Very good. I don't think I care about sacking the captain yet. I feel like my apartment's really hot. Maybe I'm just hot. Demtoes, do you think I'm hot? I don't know what we want to do with this Skyclave apparition here. Alright. That was a good pickup for us. I like to keep hitting my land drops. We'll try and play our Dinosaurs. I'm gonna swing for 3. See what Op does. Nothing. I'll draw Yorion here. We'll pass. We'll see what he does. I think he's gonna fire off the clue. Or maybe just another draw spell of some sort, but... Snappy. Into, what, an Edict? Or just a Fatal Push? We tried to sack in response, but I don't think he didn't do anything, so... I'm just gonna let him kill the guide and pass back. Now, I guess my question is, do I want to sack the captain and replace it with a Skyclave so that he can't counterspell it? We are running out a little bit of a gas here. He's got 4 mana open. Okay, I like that we keep drawing lands. And that's not like a sarcastic statement. I'm just gonna chill for a second. He might snap again. Might want to play Wrathens. Now, he has what? Edict in here? Or Ponder? I'm gonna fragment that. Probably spin it into a Tameo. Take 2, go to 14. Opponent doesn't have that much gas either. He does have a clue in hand. If he has a cantrip, he can flip the Tam. We find an Erode. Does he have instant speed? Anything? No. Might kill the Skyclave version too. Crash that. We're just kind of chilling here. Opponent's starting to get some resources. Maybe plays a frog. He's got a 3rd Tameo. Probably erode that if he tries to go for a draw spell. He's gotta have counterspell in hand by now, right? Right, chat? That was a good pickup. This Castle Artival might put in some fucking work here, chat. Does he have a third Snapcaster too? Okay. I was gonna be out of my mind if he did. Jesus Louise. Riddler? Alright, I'll make a human in response. So I can at least trade out his Schnaps. He did hold up Counterspell mana. Let's see if we can play this. I doubt we can. He's got blue up. Oh. Alright. Chat, I'm out of cards. Which isn't great. We get to eat his Snapcaster Mage here. But puts us in a tough spot. Alright. I don't really care about a Fatal Push there. See what he... I mean, if he has another Edict for Yorion... That kind of sucks for us. Bum, bum. What you guys been up to this week? Jesus, double Riddler. This guy's crazy. What is he... Oh, chat, does he just have a, whatchamacallit in hand? A Force Negation? We'll learn. What do I want to grab? Reduce to memory. Ba-ba-ba-dum. One's really reading hard. So far, we're doing pretty good against Frog. Like I said, I think a lot of the one-drop removal is going to be helpful. We did putter out in terms of resources, but that's also just because we're playing one of the most resource-efficient decks. I assume we get a double Riddler swing here. He's only at 6. Counterspells that. Interesting. Can I eat this or no? I assume he has a Force Negation here. Oh, he just had double Counterspell. What a gamer. Plus a Fatal Push? Dude, I swear, their card quality is so insane. And he gets to draw double off the Quantum Riddlers. Like, it just buries us in card advantage. Alright. I guess Rest in Peace is probably fine. I don't hate Magistrate either, but it's just another thing that's gonna get eaten alive. I don't think Lauren of the Third Path's super important here either, so we're really just bringing in whatever. We can drop the Haywire Mate. I think Giver of Runes is probably fine, as is Giant Killer. Symbologies, whatever. We could probably drop a Mind... actually, I like Mind Stone. Probably drop Anti-Venom. Elish Norton's probably fine. Drop a Ranger Captain. Do something like that. Oh, chat, I forgot I'm playing 81 cards. Love Die Frog. It's just... I still think it's funny you got booed out before you even gave it a try. Yeah, it was funny. But, like, what are they doing over there? Not even, like... They didn't even wait till the end of the job listing. That's just funny. That's like the only thing I've gotten in 2 months. This saga gains landfall whenever... A land you control enters, create a 1/1 green token. Elves you control get +1/+0 and gain vigilance. Chat. He ate my thing because he's a meanie head. Yeah, but I feel like this wasn't like a... Maybe it's just me. Didn't really feel like a very competitive job. Are we just gonna get snappied here? Kind of feel like we're gonna get snappied. Maybe we do want all 4 gallant citizens. There's another Nykthos. Can I play my Yorion, chat? Okay. I wanted that over Snap plus Fatal Push. Does he have the push anyways? Yeah, of course he does. Chat, they always have it. As for a... what do you call it? A PHC, a plant healthcare... like, technician? Whatever it's called. It's like for an arborist. Or assistant arborist. Nothing crazy. It just makes more money than what I do now. But okay, Raven Inspector's a good pickup. I don't know if he'll counter that or what, but if he does, I think I might just hardcast the Witch Enchanter. I feel like he'll counter a Mind Stone. Yeah. Oh, and the man's playing different counter spells? This guy's cracked. This guy's playing all the... Oh my god. Kill me, chat. I was thinking about getting an Arborist certification, because technically my, what you would call it, counts as experience for the ISA certification. You have to have, like, 3 years in a related field. I really don't think it's too hard. It's like a 200 question multiple choice quiz. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. I like that. Our hand is just fucking chock full of removal, which is good. But okay, Mr. Lorax or some shit. I don't know. Arborist, you could make decent money as an arborist. I'm trying to like. I went to school for mechanical engineering, whatever. But I should have went for like botany or something. Why is he bringing back surgical and not fatal push? Did he feel... I'm confused. Does he have one in hand? Yeah, he does. Okay. He just wanted to block the Thraven Inspector and trade out. But we fucking got him, chat. He's gonna eat my Ocelot pride. Just become a stripper, dude. I gotta start an OnlyFans. I'm already on Twitch. Opponent, can I hit you? What are you doing? Opponent's... This last card's probably a Quantum Riddler. What you got, opponent? Nothing? He's just biding his time. Okay. We eked our way out of that one, chat. I do think... I do kind of miss having... We might just want to go up to 4 citizens. And whatnot. I think we're fine running it. Ba 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 da da ba ba ba. Chat, we're really gaming over here. Alright, 1-1 against Frog. We're doing better than I thought we would, to be honest. The last time we played this, Frog crushed us. But having both Fragment plus Erode plus Seam Rip has been good. We haven't even seen Athalia's Lancers. Three mana Saga. Search your library for a basic land, put it in your hand. The Saga gains landfall, make a 1/1 elf, and then chapters 3 and 4 are elves you control, get +1/+0 and vigilance. That's pretty good. Not a lot of removal, but Giver's pretty good here. We could probably just crack the Vista right away. We probably did. Oh, we're not getting Thoughtseize. Like that, boys. I like when we don't get Thoughtseize. It makes my heart happy. That was also a good pickup for us. But yeah, maybe I should become a stripper. Do you think people would tuck magic cards in my thong? My G-string? We got Fatally Pushed, chat. Let's present an Ocelot Pride and see what he does. Ba, ba, ba. Probably take our Ranger Captain. It might be funny to grab Airbender. Okay, he just plays a frog. You think he has a force? Now, do we want to swing and see if he exiles from the yard? I think he will. Yeah. We did it anyways, chat. Was there a pause on his, whatchamacallit, or no? When we casted that? I don't think so. We'll force a discard here. Just a Watery Grave, okay. Ponder. These games are all probably going to be long. I feel like we'll probably just lose to Ruby Storm. At least game 1. We get the... Okay, Rest in Peace is somewhat relevant, but not really anymore. He's playing a lot of Schnaps. Does he also have the Force? Of course he does, dude. Hand was Counterspell Force Negation. I can't win, chat. I just can't win. Do I... Oh, I was going to say I have to block the Frog here so he doesn't flip Tam, but looks like that's not happening. Which is why he countered the Rest in Peace. Alright, so what did we learn from this? We basically have to keep hands with removal against Frog deck. We tried to play something a little slower, and it just didn't work out for us. But game 2, we did really well because we could just pick off whatever he played fast. I'll let him draw a card. I don't know if we're going to be able to land a Yorion. Probably not. We're going to get counterspelled. 4 mana for what? Something crazy. Unlicensed Hearse. Chat, why did our opponent play Unlicensed Hearse? We're going to get counterspelled. Holy shit, we didn't get counterspelled. Maybe our Citizen will get eaten. No. Oh my god, chat. We're gaming. We're actually gaming. And a road off the top. Oh, shit. Should I have waited on his turn? Maybe. But I also would just prefer if he had nothing in hand. Okay. Chat, we're getting somewhere. Kinda. Unlicensed Hearse is a very interesting stuff. We also saw him have Surgicals. I guess he's just really worried about our reanimations part, but he hasn't seen a whole lot of that. And he just has second Frog. Chat, why are these decks so good? How many cards does he have? Okay. Can I just play this apparition? I think I just have to eat Tameo, right? I'll start swinging. He does have Hearse. Bum bum bum. He's trying to Hearse again. He can't fly the frog. He could discard. What is he doing? Doesn't need to discard. I want like a Lancer off the top or something. Oh, he's got a Riddler. Every card's just better than the last, boys. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, we can still... Well, depends on what he draw. We could trade out his Tameo. Abandoned Air Temple's pretty good. I mean, he gets to grow the frog. Are we dead? Well, no. Does he? Well, yeah. Maybe. 5? No, he hardcasted that. Never mind. He coulda killed us with frog plus Hearse and swung through. If he played the Riddler, if he played Riddler and animated it, he could have killed with these two. Yeah, we need more stuff to do, huh? Is this just 1 to crew? It's 2 to crew, so he could trade out that if he wants. Are we playing? We're running out of gas fast. I think he could have effectively killed us last turn, or at least gotten us down to like 3 or 4, and then just done whatever. But we kind of just have to block the Hearse here. Just draws him another card. We got out card advantage again, chat. Because of an early frog. Alright. Yeah, take 2. Get wrecked. Alright, chat. So against the frogs, we kind of know what our Mulligan plan is, which is pretty obvious from the start, but you get what I mean. What if I just top deck Supreme Verdict? Oh my god, Thalia's Lancers, chat. Do you think he has a counterspell? We can only go get a 5-drop. Okay, he has a counterspell anyways. We're just dead. We did better than I thought, though. We did win second game. So, not too shabby. Oh, wow, we dropped a lot. I made it to... Oh, I don't think... Was I playing that on stream? We made it to, like, 1700s-ish with the Cosmogoid Fling deck. And then I was testing Ritual Illusions a bunch. Off stream. Kind of tapped, but I think it's alright. We can give it a shot. Kind of slow, which is going to be... We're going to get punished. Esper Sentinel. Ew. What does that mean, chat? Red-white? Little Boros action? Oh. No. Oh shit, what's happening? Chat, he's got things what's happening? Holy shit, Leonardo the Cutting Edge, baby. Holy shit. We're on the cutting edge of technology. I'm gonna erode this. Because it's stupid. And then I'm gonna play my Haywire Might. Yeah, got him. And you might say, Mr. Plum. Mr. Plum, sir, why did you not cast that on his turn? Because I'm not a nerd, chat. I'm not a nerd boy. We could... What could we do? We could fragment the Guide of Souls. And then it's just us versus this 3-3. But I think I kind of just want to discard a Pride. That's not a land. Chat, where'd our lands go? I take out one land. And suddenly, confirmation bias kicks into gear, huh? Oh yeah, fragment. All right. It's not a good start for this shell, huh? So you're gonna make another one? Oh yeah, he is. Chat, I don't think I'm beating this board state. Shit. All right, chat. It's possible. It's possible. We're just gonna run it back. Chat, it's possible that Lancer Devotion is just no longer viable at all. It was at one point. But we're having a tough... Oh, okay. Chat, we can keep this hand. I think we just might need removal in every hand. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe Plum's just not focused enough on the games at hand. Instead, he's looking at Hobbit spoilers that he doesn't really care about. Chat, has anyone ever brewed with that red-white... Is it a dwarf? That gives your vehicles haste and your mounts haste, and then when they enter, they're just automatically... whatevers. Chat, what is Ornithopter doing here? Do I have to worry about an Ornithopter? Are we also some sort of Convoke shell? Or is it just purely for extra life gain? That's the real question. Voice of Victory. That's a good one. That's a pretty good one, chat. Alright, well, at least we're hitting land drops for the time being. What would my stripper name be? Give me a... That's not a land. Give me a land. You silly goose. Fuck. I'm so good at this game, chat. I don't know if he'll swing with Enduring Innocence here. He might. Authority of the Consuls. Okay. I'm into it. I'm into it. Delny, Streetwise, and Lookouts. Draw those cards, baby. Okay, that was a good draw. I'll take a little Guide Pride action. Still need a land drop. Witch Enchanter targeting my Seam Rip. Joke's on him, I have a second Seam Rip, chat. We get hit for 2. Opponent passes back. Land! Fuck! I have a second Seam Rip, baby. Alright, we're just gonna let this pride keep doing its thing for the time being. Opponent is playing Field of Ruin. Don't know if he'll... Okay, he's not gonna crack it, which is real good for us. I don't know if he'll swing. He might. Guided by light. Gains one. Gains another one. Draws a couple cards. Oh no, you only need two, sorry. Holy shit, a land, chat. We've done it. We've done it. We found Elish Norn. We found her, chat. We found the Elish Norn. And we have Giver of Runes. And City's Blessing. Took us long enough. Nice. I liked this game. Oh yeah. Could still blow up our Nykthos. Don't know if they will. What am I getting off this Lancers? Something to end the game? Other Elish Norn, probably? Oh no. Oh no, he saw the play, chat. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Alright, land off the top, boys. Land off the top, please. Alright, so he doesn't have any flyers anymore, so we can start beating him up. Which is nice. Oh my god, we get the land. But we do get double, so now we can go grab Elish Norn off the first one and Nykthos off the second one. Alright, chat, we're doing okay. Hopefully, Elish seals deal. Yeah. Alright. We did alright there. I think as long as we can keep things kind of slow on their end early, our top end is just way better than theirs. So we kind of just do stuff until... We just try not to die until we get there. But apparently, we have mana problems now, so you hate to see it. I don't hate this hand. Shout out to the opponent for at least playing an interesting build of Life Gain, though. Like, good on them. Am I just playing Ocelot right here? Or am I better off? Oh, chat, he got there earlier than we did. And he has a Blast Zone, chat. Oh, no. Oh, no, chat. He's gaming. This guy's a gamer. At least we're hitting land drops. Double Blast Zone. Spectacular Spider-Man. Alright, opponent. Does he just swing with Pride or nothing? He could just swing with Guide. Okay. I don't know what the point of that was. Just to trade out? Sure. But if you did that, why would you not? I don't know. You could have gained an extra life. Maybe that's just a Plum thing. Spin him into an Ornithopter. Probably the best thing we could have. He does have Guide online, which is annoying. We get to play Teo. Maybe just build a Light Shield or something, but he'll probably throw counters on the Ornithopter? We'll see. Oh, dude's just swinging away, huh? Okay. We just conjure a lumbering light shield on the field. He can swing and kill Teo. We're kind of just chilling for a moment. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. Oh, opponent also has Elishnorn. Gross. So now he can... Well, he can do a lot here. Kills Arteo, makes Esther Sentinel into a 3-3. We can... What's our best... Well, it doesn't really matter, huh? We just kind of have to get to our own Elishnorn. These aren't going to do anything. Mr. Spiffman? What's crack-a-lackin', Mr. Spiffman? We're getting beat down pretty fast here, chat. How you doing? Oh, did you guys see the trailer for the new, Is anyone interested in Avatar? Seven Havens? Is that just me thing? It might just be a me thing. What do we have going on today? We're playing an old brew with some updated cards that doesn't really feel all that competitive anymore. I think we took it to Mythic one season, but that was like sometime last year. We don't really have anything going on. We're just dead. We're gonna give it a shot, chat. Look at this. I'm keeping removal in my opening hand. I'm following my own advice. Opponent's on Gigantha, which makes me think we're just gonna get Junded out. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Always room for the Jundmeister. Welcome to the fucking Junderdome. Welcome to the fucking Junderdome, baby. Okay, Fragment's a good pickup. What does 2 mana open mean? Abrupt Decay? Probably. I might just dump this Giant Killer. Are we didn't... I assume we're doing Giver, Pushed, or Decayed. It's a Decay. You hate to see it. No. Okay, let's drop the Lancers. Draven's okay, I guess. At least digs us more cards. Okay, if he's just rumbling, and he found a Barrow Drive, so we made the right decision to keep the Giant Killer. And he does not do anything else. Okay, so let's play this. We're gonna crack Clue right away. See where that gets us. Land? Fuck! Chat, I remove 1 land. Suddenly the deck hates me. Why? What the fuck? Oh, this is gonna be a long video. These games are... We're playing against Life Gain, Demir, Frog, and Jund with our big mid-range slot pile. Are we getting Pyrodrive here? What's happening? What is going on? What? Why are we tapping in such a specific way? Just for Yarsel. Okay. I'm here for it. But why did he tap like that? If he had... Oh, he wanted to Thoughtseize, chat. Okay. That's better. I'll take that. Holy shit, we found our land, boys. You know I love lands. We're just gonna draw our Yorion. Am I playing this Haywire Might? he has what in the 2-drop slot? Just Abrupt Decay. So he's really just blowing up anything. We'll play our Haywire Might, which will hopefully draw the Abrupt Decay. Because he'll probably want an extra... Well, I guess we already have an artifact. So it doesn't matter. I was going to say he might want to try and get more card types, but he's already there. Ay. What's going on with you, Mr. Spiff? Anything fun? Tomorrow's Friday. Living the dream. Alright. We did Abrupt Decay here, boys. I guess he doesn't know, we're a devotion show. There's a Pyrogoyf. Oy. I have 4 sneak attacks. Been punting Doomsday Pile's the best thing to be doing right now, baby. We just played Jund Doomsday a few streams ago, and it was a blast. We were playing the Cosmogoyf version, where your pile is like Fling, Goyf, Thud, and then since Doomsday exiles your whole deck, you have like a 40-40 Goyf or a 40-41 Goyf, and you just thud it at people. Mr. Spiffman, were you here when we played Lutri Doomsday? I'm just gonna block with a Might here. We played Lutri Doomsday Tainted Pact. 4 colors. Yeah, Thoracle is obviously... Doomsday's probably much better, obviously, it ties it in. Oh my god, that deck was fun. It's on my Mox field if you type !point decks. I've seen Professor Delian a couple more times lately, and I absolutely love it. Professor is so good. Strikeclave Apparition's a good pickup. Yeah, I think I have to hit Goyf here. I need to keep some stuff on the board. I'm just swinging at him. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's called... What did I call it? It should be called Lutri... Not the Cosmo one. I see the Cosmo one right there. It's just called, like, Lutri Doomsday Tainted Pact. Version 3.0. This one. I guess I could have done that for you. I'm sorry. This one. That's a thing of beauty. That's one of my many magnum opuses. That's a spicy draw, chat. Fucking love me some Sun Titan. I guess we could have sworn at Professor first. Let's just get a Citizen back. Sun Titan is quite the card here. So we're gonna get our Sun Titan blown up, which is good, I think. But isn't that a thing of beauty? Alright, so he's gonna swing. I guess it's probably best to just chuck our Barragoyf back. We can at least use Giant Killer next turn to keep that tap down. He is gaining a lot of life, though. Oh, he finds his Thoughtseize. Alright. We got to keep the Mind Stone, which is cool. We can also harness it next turn. Yeah, obviously it's historic, so it's a little different, but the general game plan is pretty similar. I'm gonna kill Delian, or try and kill Delian here. There's a lot of ways to win. Hold on, I have to, let me look at the deck in front of me. So, most of them are past the turn piles, where, like, once you Doomsday, you wait another turn. But there's a lot you can do. You can play Tainted Pact plus Lelia, because you can exile your entire library one card at a time, and Lelia gets bigger for each time. The main thing is... Oh, there's so many ways. You can do a pile... Oh, chat. That's not what I wanted to do. Whoops. I was supposed to tap that, but now I'm talking about Doomsdays. But one of the piles is like Thought Scour, where you mill Ulamog plus Emperor of Bones and then draw into Unearth, and then you unearth the Emperor and reanimate Ulamog, which is kind of cool. But yeah, there's one with Jace. The main one with Jace is you play Tune the Narrative into Amped Raptor with Jace on the next thing, if that makes sense. Because Tune the Narrative gives you 2 energy, and then you draw into Raptor, and then you play Raptor, gives you 4 energy, which lets you cast the Jace for free, and then you mill the last 2 cards. What am I doing here, chat? Swinging all? I think so. I messed up. I should have blocked that Goyf, but we're talking stuff. But you can do a bunch of Ulamog piles. You can do stuff with, like... what else is in here? There's a pile with Oracle of the Alpha that you can, like, once you do that, you can search your library for, like, Ancestral Recall, Jace, whatever, and draw your deck that way. Emperor of Bones, we talked about. I did have Does Machines in here, but not anymore. You can obviously pull off the Tainted Pact combos, too, with Lutri or Inspiring Easel to copy it, and then you just draw your whole deck. Or you use the first Tainted Pact to find Jace, and then the second one draws you the rest of the deck. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, chat. We got shit on. Okay, what's happening? We're playing against Goyfs. We're playing against Goyfs, chat. We gotta lock in. We gotta lock the fuck in, chat. Someone lock in. Not me. I don't really want to. But yeah, it's basically just a whole bunch of... Bushy! It's just a whole... Excuse me. Whole bunch of combos thrown in together. You either Doomsday people or you Tainted Pact people. And that's what makes it fun. Sure. We're gonna get Thoughtseize on turn 1? Probably. Did I make you have an emotional outburst? You know, I get this feeling in my heart. And it just grows 3 times the size. Like I learned the true meaning of Christmas. Imagine if a blue whale learned the true meaning of Christmas. That thing's heart would be huge. Oh my god, chat, I'm getting Thoughtseized. Ooh. Also, we're just losing a lot of games, which I think is fine. I'm having fun while we're losing, but we are losing. I just want to state that as a fact. If you can't tell, our mid-range deck is not good against the other mid-range decks. And the format is just mid-range and combo right now. Where's the rumble? Where's blue-white control? I guess that's what high noon is, but... Chat, do I have to seam rip his token? I feel like I do. Just so he can't Pyroglyph me next turn. I didn't really want to do that, but... That is the only true goal. Yeah. You know, it doesn't... I'm not MTG competitive tank. You know what I mean? I'm MTG jank tank. Also, Bushy, have you ever used... No, I think we had this conversation. Never mind. I think we talked about trying to find, like, a little animation... Someone to do a opening animation for, like, YouTube videos. What am I doing here? Am I just grabbing Giant Killer? I think so. Never mind. You don't have to answer that question. I'm pretty sure we already talked about it. But, yeah, we're just chilling. We're testing all the stuff that other people won't. Did I mention to you I'm liking the Reality Fracture set? No, you did not. I'm also liking the Reality Fracture set. We are going to look at some Hobbit stuff in a second. But so far, I mean, Lord of the Rings was kind of cool, but I don't really know anything about the Hobbit. Plus, it's a small set. So I'm not really interested in. But Reality Fracture is going to be sick. I'm excited for Reality Fracture too. Even just to like figure what's the conclusion of the story. I don't even know. What's Jace gonna do? Reset the multiverse? Yeah, it's nice to see all our classic characters back. Shout out to our man Garuk. Ooh, maybe we should have Ranger. Well, is he just gonna minus? Or is it whatever and blow up Captain? Okay. 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 Yeah, I'll take a Gallon Citizen. Sounds pretty good to me. I'd like to find a Nick, those. That takes care of that. Little awkward. We don't mana for Giant Killer here to blow up this Pyroglyph, but I think it's okay. We'll swing one. But yeah, I'm excited. Opponent rumbles, finds a Hierarch or a Besiju. Probably just a Hierarch. Except Gideon, they also didn't make them like, oh, now I'm evil and need to die. Yeah, you're right. I thought Jace's whole, like, theory or whatever for remaking the multiverse was, like, fixing all the bad shit. Why didn't he save Gideon? What's happening? Are we dating Pyroglyph? Or not? Why? Because I have a rest in peace. Nice. That was a good draw, chat. We're gonna get my Yori on. And I'm gonna swing with both of my creatures. Pot of Greed allows me to draw 2 cards from my library. I don't think that's a quote, but I tried, chat. Don't make fun of me. Grist. Nice pickup on opponent's part. What's he going for? Is he just gonna play his Giganta? Yeah, okay. He says, I mean, we're doing pretty good here. That's also pretty good. We'll snipe the Giganta. Because we can. I guess we just hold on to Fragment. I wish we had another 1-drop, but... Bum, bum. Gideon's altruistic stand-up. He will always search for something to... Yeah, you right. The old Beef Slab himself. Shout out to Mr. Beef Slab. What am I doing here? I'm just gonna swing a single guide. Is he gonna block with a token, or is he just gonna let his Barist? Okay. That's better for us, kind of. So at least if he wants to minus and kill something, he loses the Grist. But I'm assuming he's just gonna keep making an army. Sir, oh. He is gonna sack to blow up what? I think you're correct. That is not the creature I would have chosen at all. It's definitely Guide or Giant Killer. Interesting. Very interesting plays from our opponent. Smacks me for 2. Okay. All right, chat. What a pickup. What a pickup, chat. Go get me a Nykthos. Let me swing here. Jeez Louise, chat. You like that? You like that top deck right there, baby? Does he have an... Oh, he has a Besiege You, chat. Oh, we found a Barrel Groif, but it's tapped. And I'll go get another... Oh, wait. I have Temple Guardians. Plus, we did the Yorion here, so... He should just be dead. What's your favorite Planeswalker? Okay, I'm glad we Goifed. Or we shot the Goif. Ooh, Skyclave Apparition, chat. I am just so good at this game, huh? Alright, let's go game 3. That was a good top deck on our part. I feel fine with how we sideboarded. Opponent knows we're playing Rest in Peace now, which they probably expected from a mono white shell. We saw Besiege You there, but they might have a little extra. Oh my gosh, my golly. It's time for Mistletoe and Holly, chat. I don't know what we'll brew after this. We had that idea for Doctor Doom, Shang-Chi, Tyvar, Cauldron, Doomsday something. Golgari Doomsday? Which I don't think I have all the cards for, but we could at least theory craft it, which might be fun. And there's some other stuff. Mine was Jace, then I like the story behind Davriel. Okay, okay. Do we know? We don't really know much about Dav, do we? A Road, Seamrip, Ranger, Enchanter. I do like double removal, even if we get Thoughtseize. We're going to give it a shot, chat. He's an ability stealer. You bet he is. Your mom's an ability stealer. Stealer, I hardly know her. Ha! Am I funny, chat? I'm not funny. That was a very good draw for us. Oh, kind of like Liliana. Oh, but with devils. That's cool. Besiege You my Seam Rip, please. Please. Oh, shit. It's an Abrupt Decay. That's no fun. Alright, we'll wait it. Turn. There's the Barrel Groif. We'll blow up the Barrel Groif. Are we just Ranger Captain here? Probably. I don't even know who I like. I kind of like, what's her face? Kiora. I used to read a lot of the... What am I grabbing here? Do I just want to assume he has another big thing in his hand? I think so. I'm going to grab a Giant Killer. I used to read a lot of, like, the side stories and stuff, and Kiora planeswalked to fucking, Theros, and then stole Thassa's Bident. How do you steal a fucking Biden? I don't even know. All right. Positive outcome version of Tybalt. Oh, that's good. A ring should really do some work here, yes? I would hope. Oh, you know what? I do really love Tybalt. Tybalt's dead, right? He got slain by the sword from Kaldheim because he was a big meanie head impersonating things. Big Mama Ellie is a pretty good card to drop. So he's gonna minus, sack the token, kill the Elish Norn, which will hopefully... Well, let's see what else he does. Okay, cool. So he goes there. Does that make Pyrodroif? No, not yet. What card types do we not have? Land? Okay, we're missing land. Oh, now it's a 4/5. We're fine. Cool, cool, cool. So we can Giant Killer. We can do a lot here. And we find a fucking Skyclave. Hell yeah. Let's Skyclave first. Eat the Pyrodroif. Play this tapped. Let's draw a card. His upkeep will snipe the Grist. Land off the top was beautiful. He has a what? A Fatal Push? That's fine. We're at 16. Plus we have a Giant Killer. I'll erode the Grist here. Ashiok? Ashiok's pretty sweet. I think Ashiok's my favorite, like, printed Planeswalker card. The 3-mana one from Theros. The plus whatever, exile 3 cards, and fucking love that card. Used to play it in Lantern Control. I played Lantern Control, and I had a plan where I would sideboard into a creature deck. With, like, Padim and, what's the white creature that basically acts like a ensnaring bridge? It's like 4 mana. Okay, opponent Gigantas. Giganta, I hardly know ya. Second Skyclave. Okay, so let's go lands. Giant Killer. Play this. Am I okay to take another hit? I think so. Maybe. If he has another Pyrodroid, that kind of sucks. We're gonna have to forcibly block. I probably want to block anyways, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to. I don't want to go down to 2 yet. Okay, second ring was the best thing I wanted to see. Oh, baby! What a bunch of draws. Holy guacamole, chat. Hell yes. Alright, so I'm glad we went up to 4 rings. Alright. I think we outgrind our opponent here. We outgrind our opponent big time. What is it? Exclamation point card, Ashiok? Which one is it? Nightmare? I think it's Nightmare Weaver. Card, Ashiok, Nightmare Weaver. Yeah, dude, look at my hand. All right, baby. Now we get to Hardcast Restoration Seminar. And bring back Elish. We'll bring back other Elish Norn. Because we can. Start gaining a bunch of life. Alright, chat. That went pretty well. We did okay there. Alright. Match 4. We'll take a little maul here and we'll dive into this. This looks pretty good. I think we'll just lead on a guide. The One Ring definitely seems like it was a good... Are we just playing against Jund again, chat? Jesus Christ. Yeah, of course we are. Alright, let's see if we can go back-to-back, baby. Probably not. It's thought seizing me. I think he takes my professor here. We haven't really gotten a lot of Lancers during these matches. He took my professor. Grabbing a Forest. Plays a Hierarch. Yes. Okay. Speak of the devil, chat. We'll draw into our Yorion. Chill for a turn. I don't know if we want to grab a Nykthos with Lancers. Or go into an... We probably want to go into Elish Norn, right? Yeah, oh, he's about to thought Jesus, so fuck me anyways. Or we could just grab a ring, but we're not gonna... Oh, shit, chat! Shout out to my opponent. Get to play a Lancer. We'll grab Big Mama. Does he have a 2-drop way to remove? Not yet. Let's see what he's got in hand. How big is his Pyrogoyf? Instant sorcery land, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Gross. Alright. So he just played 2-drop. Which he doesn't have. Hits us for 4. We have a Fragment, but we get to land an Ellie here. That's also a good top deck. Okay, let's play Big Mama Ellie. I don't really want to, but I think we're going to play that tapped. Does he have a 3-drop? No. A Grist, of course. Good draw from opponent. Very good draw. I think we have to snipe the Goyf here, yeah? Damn. Maybe we should have just went for the ring. Hey! That's the best thing we probably could have spun into. Not too shabby. But yeah, our game 1 matchup doesn't feel great. Also, we're just facing grindy deck after grindy deck these days. But this is also, I like that they've moved towards, I said it earlier, but Delian Fell is so good. That Abzan Sorin list we played, not Vampire Sorin, the other one, the Flip Sorin. Professor gets me, what? A 3-drop? Or, I mean, that's all I can really do, right? Yeah. It's sorcery speed, though. But I can, I don't really know. We can go get the 3-mana exile spell. Exile target non-land permanent. They get a 3-2. We trade out the 3-2. We take 4, go down to 3. If he has a Pyrogoyf in hand, we're dead. But I guess that's better than him getting more card advantage. So, Yeah, we don't have a lot of options here. Could even replay the original Yarsol. But hopefully he just draws into Giganta. So he's just... Oh. Okay, yeah, he swings both. So we get to trade out this one. And then we go to 4. So we're dead next turn. I'm dead to a lot next turn, but... Emmy was not it. Ain't it, Chief? Alright, that was a tough one. I think we just do what we did last time. We bring in the Rest in Peace. Hayward Might's not doing much. Emmetruel's not doing much. What else did we side out? I think we side out one Ranger. No, we side out Charming Prince, right? Hmm. 1 and 2. I'm really enjoying the road and stuff so far. That was a new addition to the shell. All right, we have to try it. A Rest in Peace turn 2 is quite good. We're gonna get Thoughtseize on 1, which is gonna feel really bad. But we have enough lands to at least get us up there. But we'll try our best. He's either gonna Thoughtseize or he's gonna push our guide. We'll hope for a push. Okay, good on us. Very good on us, chat. Play Rest in Peace. Oh, God, I'm dying. Let's see what he's got. Abrupt Decay or Besieju. He has the Abrupt Decay. Good. Spends his turn off doing that. Let's play our Gallant Citizen. Or Gallant Citizen. We find a Giver of Runes, which I think I'm going to play. At least get our Nykthos up a little bit. 2 turns so we can play Lancer. But we can draw into Yorion next turn and have some protection up against the Citizen. But Yarsol, which is what? Fatal Pushes? Oh, no. Ooh, chat, I'm so good at this game. Alright, we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna chill. Second Rest in Peace was great. Do you think we could play like Abzan Cosmodroid with main deck Rest in Peace? Fable of the Mirror Breaker. You got it, Super Chief. Just the 2 of us. Sorry, opponent. I'm not paying attention. Am I doing anything here? Why is my opponent blocking? Or attacking? Okay, interesting. Second Nykthos. Let's just play Lancer. We're at 6 Devotion now. So do we just want to go big? No, let's just try and bury him in Card Advantage. We'll hide behind our Giver of Runes for a turn. See what we can do. We could have grabbed Elishnorn, either one, and casted it next turn, but I think we're safe behind a Rest in Peace and a Giver here. At least for a turn or 2. Remind me to talk Hobbit cards after this. Price of Freedom. Destroying my... Okay, interesting. Joke's on him, we have a second one. He's making a treasure. For what? Just to crack and fatal push, maybe? Here's abrupt decay. Okay. Resolves. So he gets a abrupt decay pretty soon here. Okay. So we have second Nykthos, so we just get to jam ring. Start drawing cards. We might just want to draw this Yorion too. I think that is what we're going to do. Swing for 4. Alright, so far so good. Chat. We have second ring in hands. We just draw 3 cards next turn. And we're off to the races. Your ass is grass and I got a lawnmower. Does Scryfall have all of the updated spoilers? Hobbit previews? Are they up to date? Up to date? They look like it. Spectacle of Destruction. Ooh. Okay. I'm here for it. Opponent. I'm here for it, opponent. I like what we're doing. I like what we're doing. Seam rep's pretty good. Let's do this first. Let's play this. Let's activate this for white. Let's Yorion. Bounce this, this, and this. Do I even want to attack? No, we don't need to attack. Attacking's for losers, chat. Is this a 2-drop? It is. Plains is nice. And we have the ability to draw off the ring. I feel pretty good where we are, chat. Okay. Let's see if we can make that happen one more time. A double rest in peace draw was probably the best thing for us to have there, but we could be playing Leyline in the sideboard, which would help our devotion plan and give us some better game against Jund and Goyf. Recipes, we have double land. I mean, obviously, if he thought sees us, he takes the rest in peace, right? Oh, shit, Jet, he didn't thought sees us. That's how you know we're gaming. He's gonna fatal push our Guide of Souls. Always bolt the bird. Also, does anyone else hate these fatal push arts? Did I change mine back? I think I did. What does he got? Anything? I would take a Besiege You. I'd love another land. Yes! Okay, I'll take that, chat. I'll take another land. Now we just need one more. I don't really understand the spectacle play here, but I'm into it. Especially if he knows we're playing Rest in Peace. That seems very bad. Ooh, a Nykthos, chat. A Nykthos. Alright, we need one more land, and then we can do a whole bunch of stuff. And everyone knows you win the game if you do a whole bunch of stuff. A Barrowgoyf. You got it. start swinging. Chat, how do we feel about eroding my 1 Skyclave apparition in order to get myself another land? What are our thoughts on that? Where's your brain at on that one? Is that a big, is that what we call a big brain play? I think so. Is it? I think it's pretty big brain. Oh shit, we drew a land anyways. Let's just Yorion here. I'll bounce the Skyclave. We'll play this just in case he has something else to jam. But we'll just leave him with a bunch of creatures. Chat, apparently our deck's great against Jund. Maybe not game 1, but... Oh yeah, take whatever you want. Took the fragment. Okay. I think we're... Well, we haven't nicked those. Opponent Yarsels us. Grabs... What do we grab an opponent? You want an Ellie? Okay, takes Ellie. Do we see the swing? No. What other 2-drops does he have? Nothing. Another Skyclave. We can Skyclave first, right? Yeah. That lets us go get a Lancer. Okay, I think, let's just grab an Elish Norn. We have a second Lancer if we need it. Okay. We'll try it. We have removal, we have a Professor, we have a Gallant Citizen. Whoa. Spell Snare? No Spell Snare, chat. Scary. I'm scared. Is this High Noon? I feel like we lose to High Noon. No, it's Mono Blue. Chat, what is this? What is that? What is this card? It's a Merfolk. I'm gonna seam rip the Merfolk, chat. This is Plum ASMR now, because I don't know what's happening. I've never seen anyone play that card in my life. Okay, I'm passing back to my opponent. What is happening? Oh. Okay. Okay, chat. I think I'm just grabbing Elish Norn. Floodpit's Drowner. Interesting. What does this card do? Just connives? Is that good enough for Merfolk? Apparently. He could have a Harbinger here, which takes us off our game plan. We're just gonna try and play this and see what happens. Are we just getting straight counterspelled or synced? We're getting straight counterspelled. Not gonna swing with Citizen in case he has a second Drowner or like a Trickster. I think we're just gonna hang back. If he does end up swinging with Drowner, I'll trade our Citizen then, but... Okay. I think at this point, it's probably just right to harness the Infinity Stone. grab the one ring. Sorry, had to. You never have to be sorry, Bushy. I wish you'd come give me a bath at bedtime. You know what I'm saying, big dog? Oh, chat, what's wrong with me? So much. There's so much wrong with me. Oh, also, someone, someone sent me... Guys, someone sent me a list. I was so excited. Where's my Gmail? I never get lists. Look at it. Someone sent me a list for Jank Tank. And it's historic. It's a Dawning Archaic deck that tries to play Expropriate. And it's got comments. I love that! We can throw it on the Jank Tank. What is my opponent doing? I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. There's some interesting build of Merfolk. We didn't really see a whole lot. So I think I'm just gonna run it back. But that's cool. I love when people send me stuff, chat. It's the bestest. Sick as frick, dude. I'll have to edit. I'll work on the website this weekend. There's a couple, I think there's a couple modern decks I have to add too. All right. We're gonna take them all on this one. And I don't really like this hands, but we have 2 turns to try and find another lands. Oh my god, chat, we're the best. Are we gonna get Stern Scolding? No, Lorien revealed. Rip. We'll play our Air Temple. I'm not gonna swing because I feel like there's a Drowner or a Trickster coming in hot here. Oh my god, chat, I have the biggest brain. Oh, sorry, you can hear me on my own Twitch thing on the front page. Chat, we didn't even talk about spoilers. Is he going to... Oh, he's Namor. That's kind of spicy, huh? But how many actual spells is he playing? Plus the Connive guy? That seems kind of... Chat, we're looking for a land off the top. Second Namor. Namor? Namor. 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 Namor? Namor or Namor? Ooh, we do find a land. They're gonna play Ranger Captain, or try to. Do I just want another Guide of Souls, or do I want something that... Should I try and set myself up to kill this? I think I just want another guide. I think he would have a hard time if we go just as wide as him, but also have life gain. Still looking for a land off the top. Does he have like a Into the Floodmaw there? No. Interesting. One swings. I do nothing. Pass it back. We find a ring. One has 3 cards in hand. Am I better off just playing a citizen, or do I want to just try and land it? Let's just try and land a ring. Let's force him to have whatever he wants. He'll make a second, or he'll make another Merfolk, which I think is fine. We could have protected that. Which might have been better, but we also could have played Citizen. Well, I don't know what he would have went for. Oh, he's hard. It's pretty sick. That's some good pressure. I think we chose the wrong decision, chat. I think we picked wrong. I picked wrong. We have another. Oh, he's playing spells there too. Who's messaging me? Puts this to a 7-4. So any spell from his end. All right. I picked wrong. I still feel good. We just need a little more hit our land drops on time. Oh, we'll talk spoilers after this one too, boys. And girls. Whoever's here. I don't know who's here. Alright, on the play. Beautiful hand. Emmy's a little crazy, but I think it's okay. We're not going to worry about that, but we will start with a giver. And hopefully this Ocelot Pride will just put in some work. Unless we get spell snared. Do you have it? No, they do not. Beautiful. Is the name of the game Protect the Ocelot? I think so. I think the name of the game is Protect the Ocelot. 2-drop. I assume he's going to try and play a Drowner here. So we're going to swing with Mr. Ocelot. Does not do anything. In that case, I'm just going to draw my Yorion. Daily Hexcatcher. We get a 1-1. Okay. Boom. Maybe just send more here. I like these builds. I saw Spike playing some versions of this. That's also pretty good. Let's see if we can Apparition the Hexcatcher. Or does he just have a counterspell? He just has a counterspell. I think that's fine. We did miss our Archmage's Charm. Okay. We get to still start swinging in, which is good. Missed our land drop again. I think we gotta make some cleaner cuts to the main board. There's a Namor. He has Hexcatcher, which we kind of have to deal with. No lands for us, huh? Gives an opportunity to do something to us next turn off the Ocelot, but we also get to gain another life here. Is this non-creatures or instant sorceries? It's non-creatures. There's an indestructible whatever. Does he have a thing to play? Just another Hexcatcher. That's fine. Swings with just Namor. Makes his heart. Holy shit, another Ocelot Pride, chat. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. Not gonna do anything yet. But, we get to start doing some silly stuff here. Swings us violin. I mean, I would hope we can just rely on, Apparition's pretty good. Let's see what that can do. Archmage's Charm. You got it, Super Chief. We don't even have to throw protection on that, which is nice. All right, chat, we're chilling for a sec. Just to hit us for quite a bit, obviously. But we're just cruising for the time being. Holy shit, a land, chat. Let's see if he'll sack one of his things, or he'll just counter to make more creatures. I would assume he just goes for a straight counter. Okay. Chat, he does indeed go for the straight counter. We get to start getting an extra 6 every turn. Tier 1, they subscribed for 14 months. Currently on 14-month streak. Every time I tune in, the streamer's rank is lower. Praven, that's why you keep coming back. That's what we're here for. I like to view ranked as golf. And the lower your number, the better you're doing. You know what I mean? You with me on that one? Our opponent's technically, like, dead next turn. I don't really know what's going on. I feel like we're gonna get, like, Cyclonic Rifted. Or Into the Flood mod. It's gonna feel really bad. Second Namor. Okay, chat. We beat Merfolk. Overall, I mean, we faced a lot of grindy decks. I guess Merfolk's not that common, but still relatively grindy with counter spells. We beat both the Jund players, and we lost to the Frog, but it was in the third game. And life gain was life gain. So, actually, we did better than the last time we played this overall. And I think there's still some merit to it. The Mind Stone came in handy, I would say. I wasn't, like, super impressed by it. I thought it would be better to help sort of ramp us into our higher things. Maybe we need to play it as a 4 of. But I kind of just wanted more, like, card draw in general. So maybe we might just cut this down to 1 and end up playing it as another Lancer target. But by the time you Mind Stone, you're not really... You could just grab an Elish or something else. So, I don't know. We'll play with that. But... we cut a land. We went up to the 4 range. I think the rings were a great addition. We were playing 1 before just as a tutor target, but if you're a mid-range deck, I think, especially when you're going big like this one, we need something powerful to compete against the other 4 drops that Frog and Jund have, Pyrogoyf and Riddlers and stuff at their top end. So I think ring hedges our life total quite a bit and at least buys us some time. We did get to cast Restoration once, but I think since our Green Splash isn't crazy, so we can probably lean a little bit more into Lessons in the sideboard. I don't know what's... Seismic Sense isn't bad. Origin of Metal Bending blows up artifacts and enchantments, which is pretty good. So does Containment Breach. Basic Conjuration. So, yeah, there's some... I mean, we could play Germination Practicum, too. So maybe we lean a little bit more into the Green Splash here as well in the sideboard. I do think I probably want to play some number of Ley Lines in here. But I think in the main deck, like Erode, Fragment, Seam Rip, and Skyclave Apparition felt like a decent amount of removal. Like, I wasn't really itching that for that much more, so we might be able to just really drop the other lessons, replace them with some green stuff, maybe trim the priests and the magistrates. We didn't really face any combo decks, but I still think Deafening Silence is probably worth it. But I think the deck just needs some streamlining. I'm happy with all the cards we're including. And even the top end of just tutoring for Elish Norton seems fine. We didn't get the hard test Embercool this time around. But you could kind of mix and match whatever legendary creatures you want at your top end. We could play Zatalpa. That's funny. We don't want to play funny cards. All right. But yeah, I think this deck's pretty fun. With a little bit of tuning, I think you could do pretty decent on the ladder. I think combo's probably tough. Game 1, you don't really got game. You just hope they fizzle, which probably isn't happening. But Deafening Silence, if you kept like the magistrates in against them so they can't cast their stuff from exile, you could do okay. But overall, I think this is better than the last time we played it. Still has some room for improvement. We're going to lean into the green splash a bit more for the next iteration. But I think the changes we made, the additions of Erode, Professor of Symbology, have felt pretty strong for this archetype. Mindstone is okay. Might have to play all 4 of to really get max use out of it instead of 3, but I think I'm happy with its inclusion anyways. But anyways, that is Lancer Devotion. I hope you liked it, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!